Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to Tangle Tower. A young woman has been seemingly murdered by a character in a painting, so Detective Grimoire and his plucky assistant Sally are called to investigate. What will they use to solve this bizarre mystery? Puzzle solving and lateral thinking. Of course. Let's keep going. So last time we were talking to Fifi, I wanted to talk to her about the diary and she wouldn't let me. Oh no, that's weird. I couldn't do that before. It wasn't letting me do that. That's odd. Okay.
Is it your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation.
Yeah.
Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's somebody else's.
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Let's look. I think it's... Is it this one? Or is it... Hold on. Or is it the other one? Nope. Yeah. It is! Look! It's totally that.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. Let's see. What do you want to do here? This blue book. The secret diary, the metal lock, the secret diary, because it doesn't have a lock on it, but it looks the same. I think so. What do we want to say here? This book is... Wait. It's the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged not Fifi. It was it Freya? I think so. Which proves the case. So this blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya. Boop.
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Okay. Let's see. Fifi. Let's see what we have here. Didn't want anyone to see. Didn't want anyone to see. We're missing something. It's probably the diary, the personal secrets. Okay. Didn't want everything. See personal secrets within Freya's diary. Is that right? Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya. That's it. That's 100% it.
Didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but
Yeah.
you're trying to hide something.
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way.
Okay.
By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Oh, that's weird.
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Yeah.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
What's in that diary?
All right. Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
Let's take a look. Let's see. It's back. In the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? We actually ripped that painting up. Soul Bear Works. Impressive little thing. I now have 2. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them. All 5. Eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best. I could do with a little company. Okay, is that all that's in there? I can't... Yeah, those move to the next thing, so that's not... Let's see, where do we want to go? Let me think. Maybe, who is this? Where is this? Sure. Who is this person? He's Felix, I think? Let's see. Oh, we got, We're missing? Let's see what he says about people. Okay, we haven't talked about everybody, so let's hear what he says about people.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables.
That's pretty dope.
Strangest things when she's under pressure.
Huh?
What makes you think she made that up?
Yeah.
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
What is it?
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Oh. Okay.
Quite the character, eh?
I don't trust her.
A member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Oh.
Real thing?
No, I just meant to, because we both wear,
Crimson cloaks?
of a sort.
Did you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say.
Well,
I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the golden... Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
Maybe.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beak.
Okay, I read an article on it.
Because I would have heard of it.
Okay. That's...
I don't trust him.
What?
He's slippery.
What do you mean?
Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
Hey.
Onion.
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
Who's the one who likes him? I don't remember who that is. Was that his daughter?
Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm
Perfect.
saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Wow.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
All right, so not a lot of good blood between them.
He seems to have really...
Good thing they share a home.
She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture,
Her uncle sounds like a jerk.
but futile.
I mean, again, good thing you share the same house.
Friend to my daughter, always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much.
Yeah.
Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Is that all of them? That's all of them. Okay, let's do the clues. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's go.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all.
What?
something of a fresh start.
What?
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house.
That's strange. What did they say what it used to be called?
Feel unwelcome, is less likely to come back.
Huh.
That's kind of extreme.
Yeah.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
Sounds like a pretty dysfunctional family, though. Let's see. What did I want to do? Specific things I really wanted to. I want to talk about the paints.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd.
Is it?
They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to talk to them about, the painted models.
Ah, you found it.
Mhm.
What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
There was this one, the separate painted model.
I've been carving for a couple of years now.
Good for you.
I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it.
Okay, I wouldn't say you mastered it, but it seems like you're getting better.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed.
Good.
Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait
Of course.
based on hard fact.
Okay.
Hard fact, huh? You own a sword, Felix?
Of course, I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first.
Sure. What was the other? There's, brush and palette.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass.
Considering she's dead. Yeah.
Yes, so we shall.
I think,
There's something about Felix's painting supply.
yeah,
Something
I
suspicious.
agree.
Let's ask him about it.
Yep, let's go now.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Indeed.
Let's ask her about it.
She's not going to tell us anything, but let's ask her. Actually, hold on. Can we go back and confront him first? Yeah, let's confront him first. Oh, we can do it. Okay, good.
So, about this paint we
Yeah.
found in the room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not the right color. It's the wrong. It's not your paint pot.
It's not your paint pot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
Nope.
A clue to compare with Felix's red paint.
Yep.
Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
I mean, I think the clue is Freya's paints.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. So let's see. We're going. Yes, Freya's red paint pot. Can we think? Yes. Hold on. Yep, it was stolen, and replaced with Felix's red paint pot. Let's see. But the lid was swapped to hide it. Perfect.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
That red paint is from Freya Supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Here we go. Let's see. this red paint pot. Let's see. Well, we need to say it was filled with blood. Somehow filled with blood. Before Freya used to paint. So let me think. Is that right? This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora. I think that's right.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right. Here's the story.
Okay.
I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
Okay.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite.
But I'm glad we did this first before we talked to Flora.
No idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
Yeah. Come on.
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday.
Oh, okay.
I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
Why?
You managed to finish it. Why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened.
Oh, right.
It seemed a bit insensitive.
Yep. Fair enough. Okay. Well, that was useful. Everybody here seems pretty sus. Okay.
We already solved it.
Great. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Suspicion.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, are you going to talk?
Creepy.
It is.
But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room.
No.
So what's going on?
And still not saying anything. Let's see. It's not a knife. Oh, they mentioned that before.
It's not a knife.
Is that right?
We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Oh, we know what it is. Hold on. We know what it is. What was that? Shoot. Do we have that? Yeah, the bird book. The bird book had a knife-shaped thing in it.
Let's
See?
take a closer
See that?
look at this.
It's a feather. Okay, let's see. The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird, because we mentioned specifically the ink dip bird as well.
The painted knife
Sweet.
is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
There is. What's his face just talked about it. What am I looking for here? Where are they? Painted models. Yep. Because remember, Felix just said.
This little thing?
Yep.
I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora.
Right.
And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Let's do it. Okay, so we need, let's see. Dip bird to phone. I think the ink dip bird was Flora's pet, I think. This thing was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather. Is there like something to remember it by? Yeah, well, to remember it by. Perfect. I understand that.
Bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather. to remember it by.
Sweet.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe. Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her.
Yep.
But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does.
Normally.
This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Where's the egg? Yep.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
It is.
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
Oh.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside.
Oh, what is it? Okay, Flora's drawing. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Max. Okay. Oh, that's super. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, there's the little bird. Oh, look how happy she looks. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to go and talk to I want to talk to this person because I don't trust her. What's her name? Hawkshaw? I think it's Hawkshaw. All right, let's get you to talk about stuff. Let's see. You've talked about most, but not all.
I'll
So
say
let's.
this. He's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse. But I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers. In secret.
Whoa, scandal.
Just wonder if he's getting restless.
What's that mean? What do you mean by that?
Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer.
Is
Keeps
he?
himself to himself.
Hmm.
What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
I find her rather embarrassing.
What's
Little
that?
more than a spoiled child.
Huh.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
That's strange.
Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Okay, so that's all that. Let's go through the clues. Oh dear, what's the one I wanted to talk to her about? There's a couple of things I specifically wanted to talk to her about. Let's ask her about the empty egg.
Got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in it.
It was empty yesterday.
Hiding the what?
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
Nope. What about this?
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And,
Oh.
what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
That's
What do you
odd.
magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
Is there anything else I want to talk to her about? Oh, yeah, I want to talk about the golden beetle.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories. But they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Okay, big jerk. Is there anything else?
This is a potential murder weapon.
It's a trowel.
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around.
Would I? Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk to her about? Because I want to.
These
What is this?
people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
This is not helpful.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree. Doesn't make it a clue.
Okay, now you're just being a jerk.
Yeah?
All right, I'm done with her. I don't like her.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld
Hmm.
telescope. Something suspicious.
Oh.
Let's ask her about it.
No, we'll do it later. Because I want to go to... This is Penny in the aviary? Is that who that is? It is. Hello. All right, let's talk.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
Oh, good for you.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
Okay, that's fair.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Okay.
Ouch.
I said it.
I mean,
I must say, I really don't care for the
a little
dense
judgmental.
illusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that.
Ignores me if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh, I mean, you don't need to.
No, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it. She's a most unsavory little...
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Yep.
Which part? The giant bird arms or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others.
That's an interesting statement.
She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Fair enough.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in.
Oh.
Did you not know that?
Professor Pointer, what? Okay. What would he be wanting to find?
In the aviary. First, they
Oh, I know what it is.
and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting.
Aw.
All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Oh, that's nice.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her.
Yeah.
But she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't he strapping?
He is...
Indeed.
big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head.
Oh.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
Fair enough.
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but
Yeah.
I always regret it.
Well, what's that?
Just a little too abstract for me.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? Help me.
Tell me.
Maybe it gives you a sense of scale.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait, is that
That's you.
is that me?
Yep, that's you.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll
Why?
all be lies.
Oh,
Why
Okay.
would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake.
what?
Looks like one too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Look at the clues. There's two things I want to talk to her about. I want to ask her about Flora's drawings.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
I also want to talk to her about this, the crumpled paper.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Yeah.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
It's kind of their thing.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
All right, let's see if can we confront her. Hold on. No, we can't. Okay, so we still need to get more information. Let's keep going. Is there anything else? I don't want to go through all of these. You know what? Let me just quickly go through. I'm just gonna quickly go through here, and if something comes that's interesting, I will keep it in the edit. One moment, please.
Body taking an interest in extinct animals.
This is interesting.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one? Well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one.
Yep.
The very last.
Oh.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yes, it's my, my flower.
Her reaction to it's curious.
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
So here's another one, another clue that's pretty interesting.
Oh, there used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
Can we confront her? We can. Let's go ahead and confront her with our suspicion.
Yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Oh, we have that. Hold on. Freya's drawing. See?
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
A red rose.
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, one of Penny's birds was stolen from, was used to spy on Poppy. Poppy and Fritz. Okay, yep. And steal evidence from them.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type.
I don't believe you.
I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds.
We've got one.
Something to prove one of them has been in the
Yep,
rooftop.
I know what it is. We have the feathers.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Oh, look at that. Hold on. See this? Yeah. All right, let's see. This yellow feather was left behind by Kenna's yellow bird. When it visited the rooftop garden.
This yellow feather was
No,
left
no,
behind
wrong.
by Penny's yellow
This is
bird
wrong.
when it visited the greenhouse. Almost.
Yep.
Maybe just change one thing.
Yeah, I screwed that up. When it visited rooftop garden.
This yellow feather was left behind by
Sweet.
Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I
Yep.
can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't be
Yes.
spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
Yeah,
You don't understand.
I don't.
Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet these days.
Oh.
But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell.
Hmm.
I don't know what he sees in her miserable little...
So jealous.
I apologize.
Yeah, it's okay.
This really isn't your burden to bear.
No, but it's understandable. I understand that. Wow. Lots of bombs being dropped in this video. So I think the next thing I want to do is go up and talk to Professor Pointer, because one of the things that I suspect is that Hawkshaw, the other detective, is looking for the golden beetle, given how she reacted when we showed her that as a clue. And I want to talk to Professor Pointer about it. We'll do that, but that will have to wait for the next video. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough of Tangle Tower. So, we're sort of slowly starting to put together. We don't know who the murderer was yet. We don't know what the murder weapon was yet, but we do know that that item, that not Flora, the lady that was painted on the painting, that is not a knife. That was a feather from an ink-tip bird. Very curious. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more Tangle Tower. See you in the next video.